Hi, welcome to Christadelphianvideo.org. Thoughts on the Bible readings: 2 Samuel 20, 21, Jeremiah 24, Romans 12, for August 3rd, and the 20th chapter of 2 Samuel. We have further trouble for David from yet another rebellious Benjamite, Sheba the son of Bichri. David assembles the mighty men under Amasa to deal with the matter. Amasa is treacherously slain by Joab, who was displeased with his displacement by the new captain. Temporary disquiet at Joab's brutal betrayal is soon overcome, and Sheba pursued. Much bloodshedding is averted by a wise woman who arranged Sheba's assassination. This unnamed woman arranged for the rebel's head to be thrown from the wall to Joab, who in response calls off the siege. Chapter 21 records the outbreak of a deadly famine that Yahweh had brought upon the land because of Saul's wrongful slaying of the Gibeonites. Saul's acts had yet once again been occasioned by his misplaced zeal and wrongful perception. David is told by Almighty God to recompense the Gibeonites and carried out the charge. The remaining Gibeonites would not accept any recompense by way of sacrifice. Those Gibeonites required David to hand over 7 of Saul's sons, i.e. offspring, to the Gibeonites, who hung them on trees, indicating that they were cursed by God. Saul's faithful concubine Rizpah is commended for her diligence and loyalty by driving away the vultures from the bodies day and night. David is saved by his mighty men during campaigns against the Philistines. 4 of Goliath's sons were slain by David's warriors. When the weary warrior that David had become was himself struck down and believed to have been slain by Ishbi-Benob Abishai, David's nephew, saved and sustained him. David's men, recognizing that he was more important in his capacity to instruct his people in the ways of godliness, and in matters of states, rather than in the arts of war, forbid him from again going out to battle. That the light of Israel not be extinguished. Jeremiah's 24th chapter explains the parable about the good figs and the bad figs. It was again about perceptions. Those in Jerusalem saw themselves as the preserved, i.e. good figs, and those who had been carried away to Babylon as the punished, or bad figs. The reverse was, in fact, the reality. Judah's preservation relied on the restoration of the good figs and on the return of those exiles now in Babylon to Judah, their homeland. Chapters 1 to 8 of Romans developed the gospel of God, 9 to 11 explained the gospel and Israel. Now from chapter 12 through to 16 we are shown how to live the gospel in our daily life. Chapter 12 begins the practical advice with the acknowledgement that daily service and living a sacrificial life is both rational and reasonable. In verse 2 to 8, Christ's servants must understand how to contribute to ecclesial life in humility and with eagerness and zeal, participating for the building up of a glorious bride. Each of us is exhorted to know our role in God's ecclesial house and to exercise it. Verses 9 to 20 identify qualities of the transformed way of living for all true disciples. What sound advice concludes the chapter on avoiding vengeance and living peacefully with others? The final words of the chapter should be one of our mottos for daily life. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil by good. More here. https://christadelphianvideo.org/christadelphian-daily-readings